why did you start training with Becky Chapman?
So I'd lost my confidence having been rolled over by a horse, and probably numerous other things, but that was the sort of tip of the iceberg. I saw an advertisement spread in one of the, I think it was Your Horse magazine in April 2009. And I thought, this is for me. And that was it. In July 2009, I was down, and she's never got rid of me since.
So why do you continue to train with Becky?
Well, I'm never, not that I particularly looked, but I've never found anyone who kind of gets it the same, you know, like that whole, I mean, it could be, and it can't just be a relationship with me, she's got lots of clients, but like, it could be that, you know, actual, she gets me rather than just the riding element. But I've ridden over the years, and I've just never found anyone that I think, no, I need to go back to you, apart from Becky. So that's why. She gets it.
Good. Okay. How do you feel when you're at session?
Like zen. I'm in a zen-like state. It's like my summer holidays. Blue sky, the school's the sand. I get to wear shorts. Nobody laughs. I just love it. It's just my happy place. Yeah.
And how do you feel with the other people around you?
It's like a family, like a community. You know, again, if you have anything that you feel you need to voice or ask, then either someone else has maybe been thinking it, or they're like, yes, you know, like kind of that, I wanted to ask that next. So yeah, no, you never feel you can't say something or that you're going to be stupid, or no, it's really, you know, everyone's got your back type of idea. It's nice. And then you don't, you know, some places you go, you feel like that might be spoken about after. It's never like that, you know, it's, or if it is, it's always in a to help you way, not a, you know, to be nasty way. Yeah, no, lovely.
And how do you think your horses feel when they're here? Do they?
It could just be Becky's zen or not bothered by, you know, she probably has always seen worse behaved horses than mine, but to me mine are the worst behaved. So you know, they love it. I think they love the sun.
Yeah, probably.
I always put them down, it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah, they love that. What have you missed about training with Becky whilst we've been in lockdown?
Well, mostly probably any advancement in my ridden relationships with my horses. I think I have good relationships with my horses, but I'm a big woos. At least when Becky's there and says, do this, I know that it's achievable. Sometimes I think, just go and do this, and I think, well, I'm not sure if this is achievable when I'm on my own. You know, that sort of, so I don't, as you know, get down that often because, you know, you're in England, I'm in Scotland and things, but I come down and then I'm left with something to go forward with. So when I come down the following year, etc., I feel there's been an advancement.
That's one of the questions of where you live, how long it sort of takes you to get here.
Okay, so I'm in Aberdeenshire, northeast Scotland. I think I googled it as 541 miles door to door. It depends on how my husband's driving, how quickly we get there or not. The horses come separately on a transporter. So I do make it an event almost, insofar as I've already said my summer holidays, but I take a lot of my holidays to do this, and quite often leave the horses in between and come up and down via, you know, flights. So it's about a 10-hour drive. I think it's about 14 for the horses, you know, with the stops and things, but so 2 days. But yeah, it's a big commitment, but it's there is nothing more worthwhile. I just couldn't think of anything else I would rather do. So yeah. Oh, look at your little smiley face.
It's lovely to hear those things, isn't it, when you're about your mum and the place you lived.
Yeah, I think that is one of the things, isn't it? You must be hearing like, oh, that's nice. That's home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it feels like. How long have you been training with Becky?
So since 2009, July 2009, so that'll be 12 years, was it, this year? Yeah. And you were little, I remember.
Yeah. And yeah, the last one is, is there anything else that you'd like to say that you haven't already sort of mentioned?
Not particularly. It's just that sort of grouping of, without Becky, I expect I would still have horses and thing, but like being able, I went and competed in like my first ever British eventing event. I've been to different venues and just things that I would never have contemplated being able to do without Becky's, like even if she's not physically there, but being like at my back type of thing. The skills that she's given me, not that I always remember them, but they like kind of just, I honestly don't think I'd be the horse person I am, or feel the way I do if I didn't have Mrs. Chapman in my life.
Me too.
Yeah. But you would be here.
Literally. Literally would be.
We would be having this conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good.
So yeah, just wonderful. Definitely lockdown has been tricky, insofar as for everybody. Having horses and where I live, I've been very lucky, as I'm guessing like your mum and that have as well, like having that outside space and being able to think, but knowing that there's a sort of end point and being able to get back to that is, it's nice to know there's been some dark days.
Yeah, can I imagine?